Hey, can you hear me? Look, check it out. Ignite Her has launched. It is 2025. I'm just picking up clothes from one of my friends who had some extra clothes to help out the Ignite Her program. If you have any gently worn business attire, clothes for women who are out here doing the work but maybe do not have the clothing that they need to get the job done, we need your old clothes. Hit me up in my inbox or through House of Peach. The program is called Ignite Her, where we provide clothing to women who may be transitioning from one job to the next and maybe don't have the means to buy clothes. It could be going from working at McDonald's to now working in an office. So we're looking for gently worn business clothes. Make sure y'all hit us up, all right? Please hit us up. We need those clothes. And check right below there. If you're not in the state of Delaware, you can mail them to us. Or if you're in Delaware, we'll pick them up. Y'all have a great evening.
Hello, everybody. Come on in. It is time for the Boss Ladies Lounge. And guess what? I'm the Lone Ranger this evening. I am one of the hosts, April Anderson, and I am here because this is our day. On Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we come before you with a great topic and discussion and laughter and a lot of fun. And here we are. And it's not going to be anything less of that. But I got to tell you something. I really need your help. I need your assistance. I'm missing Morgan. So that means y'all get to be my co-host this evening. How about that? So when you come in, I need you to put something in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, I need you to put something there in the comments. If you're watching on Facebook on either my page, Morgan's page, on the House of Peach page, can you put something in the chat? Because I want to be really interactive this evening because I'm by myself, y'all. Y'all see me on the screen by myself? What am I going to do? Morgan is flying across continents. She's left me. So it's just you and I. So this evening, we're going to have a great discussion. I hope that today has been a great day for you. It's been pretty good for me. Thank you for asking. Been a little gloomy, sunshine, then the clouds. However, I still got my stuff done today. I still work. I work from home, and it's not as grand as some people may think it is. It's convenient, but when you want that interaction, I have to wait till the weekend to really have adult interaction because I'm working during the week. However, I'm grateful to have a job because there are many people now who are being laid off, who don't have a job, can't find one. So many things are going on. So I'm grateful to have employment, whether it's at home or on a campus or wherever that may be. So put something in the comments. Let me know you're here. I can see people coming in, at least on my page, but I need the interaction. So this is House of Peach, Boss Ladies Lounge. What do we do here? We come to inspire, motivate, encourage, and push you into destiny. However, we can do that. We talk about a number of topics related to business, to also to relate to life as a whole. There's no thing that's uncovered here. We discuss it all because we don't want to just, box ourselves in. There's just so much to talk about. And people are dealing with a lot of things. Not everyone is an entrepreneur. Some people are they just live in life. They're trying to figure out how to make it day by day. Some people have an idea for a business and they want to get into the entrepreneurial space, but they don't know how. Well, we come with some tips and tools to help you with that. If you need to know something about parenting, Morgan and I have plenty of skills on that, as do you. So that's why we like our guests, our audiences to come in and weigh in on our topics. And we like to read those. So it's not all about Morgan and I, it's about y'all too, because we want to bring the content that you want to see, you want to hear, you want to discuss. All right. So that's what we are going to do today. Y'all, I don't even know how this topic came up. I really don't. I had a friend of mine ask me, how did you come up with the topic for the show tonight? I only thing I can say is divine intervention, maybe, because I always try to come up with topics that equate to both business and to life. I don't want to focus on one without the other because they really are connected. If you are an entrepreneur, your personal life affects your business. Your business affects your personal life. So why not have topics that talk about them both and link them together? So yesterday I'm like, what are we going to talk about? What will our topic be? We didn't have a guest coming in, and that's kind of worked out good for right now because we've had some guests come on. We've had some great topics. So what is it? And so I've been thinking about what we focus on, what we speak out of our mouths, what we are around, what we allow into our space, because that's what affects us. So then I really am a believer in the law of attraction. I know everybody in the world should have heard something about the law of attraction. All of us have something. So what is it? What is the law of attraction? So where better to go than the website itself? So I go to the law of attraction website because I want to make sure I say it correctly. And I want to give what they have here. Shout out to law of attraction. And they talk about the ability to attract into your life what you focus on. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, so as a man thinketh, so is he. So whatever you focus on in your mind, whatever you allow to come out of your mouth in regards to your business, in regard to your life, in regard to relationships, you're going to attract that stuff. You're going to bring that in. So if you have this great colossal idea of a business and it's been on your heart for years and you never did anything with it, and now you finally got the courage, you finally have the strength, the motivation, the push to now get this business started, you have to really focus on what's in your mind. Focus on what you're thinking about. The last thing you need to think about before you go to bed, before you go to sleep, is success of your business, success in your relationship, success in your family. Because if you go to bed thinking about and meditating on the things that went wrong, what do you expect to happen the next day when you get up? More things to go wrong. We don't want that. We want to be able to grow and flourish in every area of our lives. Now, I will say, y'all know I'm transparent. I talk about me. Can't talk about you. Talk about me. I was never that person. Like within the past 2 to 3 years, have I been more intentional about the words that I speak out of my mouth and the thoughts that I allow to sit in my head. Because I was thinking negatively. I was speaking what I naturally saw and not what I wanted. Like if I were to look at my bank account 2-3 years ago, when things were okay, but they weren't where I wanted them to be, and I would focus on the fact that I didn't have what I wanted, guess what? I'm going to stay at that same level. But now that I'm much wiser than I was 3 years ago, see, wisdom is really important. I am mindful before I speak. So sometimes we have to slow things down a little bit, y'all. Y'all talking too fast. You talking too much. You need to chill out. Take your time and think about things. I think before I speak, majority, probably 98% of the time, unless it's a topic that I know about. Now, when I'm teaching, it's different. I've been teaching for 17 years now. So the content I know, so it just rolls off, rolls off. There's no thought process because I know it like the back of my hand. But if I'm in conversation with someone, especially with people who have negativity coming out, they have doubt, they're the people that are glass half full instead of glass half empty instead of glass half full. See, I need y'all. I'm not, nobody saying nothing. Y'all got to talk to me. Then I have to really be mindful of what I'm saying in regard to what they're saying, because I could easily get sucked in to the way that they're speaking. And then now I, in turn, am doing that. And our conversation now is garbage, literally garbage, because the things that we're saying are not promoting us to success. They're not leading us to destiny. It's not opening up our creativity. Do you know you can really stunt your creativity and growth by the stuff that you say, by the stuff that you think about? I know that my businesses, because I have more than one, are going to flourish and grow. They're already doing that. And it's just what we're still in the ending of the first quarter of the year. And my businesses are growing because of the declarations that I'm speaking out of my mouth. I am attracting what I want. I'm connecting myself with people who are successful, who can not only, I push myself, but they push me as well. They encourage me as well as I encourage myself, as I talk to myself, as I speak into my own life, so do they. So that helps push me. If you are wanting to enter into entrepreneurship and you want to start a business and you haven't shared it with anyone, or you did share it with some people and they shot you down and it kind of made you stop, you, number one, need to get away from those people. Yeah, you need to stop talking to them, or maybe not completely. Let's limit our interaction with them because they're not on the same frequency that you're on. You are wanting more for your life. So you need to be in the space with the people that will help pull you, push you to destiny and pull you in to where they are. Successful people should attract successful people. If you need to know how to be successful, if you want to know the ins and outs, you need to get connected to some folks that's already successful. Some people that are at levels that you need to strive to get to, that I want to be there. So let me find a way to be in the space, not in a creepy way. Y'all don't do creepy stuff. Don't do anything creepy. But there are events. If you check your area, the surrounding area, there are events that you can connect with and go to and participate in that will get you in a group of people. When I went to Dubai in 23, I can't believe it's been 2 years since I got that award. I was in a space with successful people. I mean, from all over the world. And you know what I did? I made sure I was planted right in the center of several conversations so I could pay attention to what was going on. I didn't get in there to try to, oh, I'm here to get this award. We all were there getting awards. I know when it's time for me to just listen. So I sat and listened. I'm great at observing. That's probably one of my things that gets me in trouble or gets other people in trouble, because I see things that they don't think that I see, and I hear things that they don't think that I hear. But it can work to my advantage or disadvantage. It just depends on what it is. But I was in those circles listening to them, and they were communicating with me like I knew exactly what they were talking about. Y'all, I could put up a good front, and I added my 2 cents in, but I was learning and gleaning from them, admiring them, and it gave me the strength, and it gave me the excitement and the drive to say, you know what? I have these same creative abilities. I have the same ability to make my businesses what I want. Look, April, you here in Dubai getting this award that you didn't even know existed. And here you are now accepting this award. So that has to say something. Now, you may say, April, I haven't gotten an award. Well, you haven't gotten an award yet. Well, I'm going to put that out there. Yet. You may not have received one now, but guess what? Your creative mind, your gears are turning in order for you to get what you want. And if you so focus on building and thinking and speaking what you desire, this law of attraction is going to work. It's going to work to the point to where you are going to be so focused on what you're doing and building that when things just start coming and doors opening and connections made and growth, expansion, and all of that just blows up, you're going to be like, wait a minute, what is going on? And then I hope at that very time, at that very moment, that you remember that you utilize the laws of attraction to bring that to you. And then, you know what's even greater than that? What you can do? We call it pay it forward. There could be someone else coming along behind you that want to do what you've done. They want, not necessarily in your same sector or business, they want to start a business, but they were in the same space that you were in. Guess what? Now you can pay it forward yourself, and so help them and walk with them so they can have the same strength and desire and push just like you did. Sometimes what we do as a people, we don't want to help others for fear of it's not going to, they're going to come and pass us. Well, does that really matter? If you are successful in your own right, in your own area, you've attracted and continue to attract what you desire for your business. Is it bad that they may surpass you? No. Guess what? I'm going to celebrate them just like they celebrated me. And you never know, because you celebrate them the way that you do, that's going to draw and attract more to you. So you now grow even more. So we don't understand that concept. That if I support you, and if I uplift you, and if I push you, and if I help you to change your mindset, change your words, change your thinking, change your actions, change your surroundings, that's going to help you, but it's in turn going to help me. It's going to trickle. There's a trickle effect. So it's also going to help me as well. Oh, I'm talking better than y'all commented. Y'all need to comment better. Hey, Maybach, how are you? I've been waiting on you. Like, what happened? I've been on for 20 minutes already. I've been waiting. I'm messing. So we are products of what we think about. We are products of what we speak. We're products of the places we are surrounded, where we put our environment. I cannot be around people that are not forward thinking or progressing. Then I'm only going to attract what they got going on. Before you know it, I'm up here, and then now they pull me down here because they don't want anything. So the law of attraction says we have the ability. Oh, that means we got the power to bring to us what we want. There is a preacher, and I don't know if he's still living or not. He's in Louisiana, Leroy Thompson. He's like the prosperity wealth preacher, and I won't remember nothing but this. He says, money coming to me now. And he's like this. And so he's pulling it, bringing it in. He's attracting that because he keeps making that declaration. And the conviction that he uses when he says it, I'm like, that man ain't gonna have some money. However, you didn't know class was in session? That is funny. Now, I can't make you show up on Instagram just yet. I gotta figure that one out. But I'm glad you made it. I'm glad. So he pulls that. And he attracts that. So then he has it. The man is a wealthy man. I think he's still living. I don't know. But wealth came to him. So in your business, success can come to you. You have the ability to attract into your life what you focus on. How about this? I'm going to, okay, y'all believe it? Listen here. So this is in my natural life, okay? This is not in business. This is me. So I've been having issues for some time with my lower legs. Like you can't put pressure on them. It's just I don't even understand it. I've had tests run. Doctors can't figure out what's going on. I've been using this law of attraction, power of the subconscious mind. Y'all, that is a book that y'all need to read. The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy will change your life. Will change your life. And so as I go about my day, I have declarations that I make in regard to my legs because healing is going to take place there. I don't care what the doctors can't find. It don't even matter. What I'm speaking, that's right, manifesting, what I'm going to speak about that. And do you know what? The more I speak it, the more I realize that as I put pressure on my legs, there ain't no pain there. So I'm going to keep saying it and keep declaring it and keep attracting healing to me until it's 100%. Which means that I don't have to worry about the pain here anymore. I talk about circulation. I talk about inflammation and pain. That's all that's included in my declaration. Why can't we use this same thing in our businesses? We can. We absolutely can. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you are thinking about it, if you desire it, you need to check the words coming out of your mouth and the thoughts that you're thinking in your head and the environment that you keep finding yourself in. Why put yourself in a place, in a predicament that's not for your growth? Now, listen, I'm going to say this, and my folks in my hometown are going to get angry with me, but it is what it is, okay? I'm from a little town in Georgia. I'm not going to say it. Those that know me know. When I go home to visit, y'all, I can only stay 2 or 3 days. 3 days is pushing it. You know why? Because there are a lot of people that are there that are content with where they are. And I know if I surround myself in that environment continuously, woo, that is going to bring me down. And then all the growth that I want and I'm moving towards and everything, all the success I want is going to come to a screeching halt. And then if I'm not strong-minded enough, I'm going to get sucked right in. So what do? I limit my interaction. I limit my time being there. My folks know I'm in and out. Right. Low vibrational people. There's y'all, I found out, oh my God, this is so good. I found out about frequency 2 years ago. I was at a retreat, had never really understood the whole thing about frequency and what it meant. You know why? Let me just tell you. Let me tell you. I love music. Love music. And there are, hold on. Ariel. Y'all better come get this little girl before she end up on a milk carton. So back to y'all. So I love music. I love music. And there would be some songs that I would listen to, and something about it would make me put it on repeat. And I couldn't understand why. And I would be borderline embarrassed because I would play the same song over and over again. And when I went to the retreat, I found out about frequency. There's a certain frequency that I need to hear that helps me. Yeah, my vibrational level, it goes up, my frequency, and then it helps my creativity. So if y'all around, like Maybach said, low vibrational people, how are you going to use the law of attraction to attract what you want? You're not. Point blank, period. You're not. So you have to be in a place, in an environment where people are vibrating on a higher level. You know what that's going to do? If you aren't on that level, it's going to excite you to the point to where it pulls you up. Ooh. Y'all, this is so good. I hope y'all are getting this down. This wasn't even all I was going to say. I didn't, this is all new. This is new. This new. Okay. So let's see. Same issue with your legs. Okay. See what? We got declarations to speak out of our mouth. Peach said, yes, for some reason, Jay-Z's song, You Don't Know, gets me going. Hey, it's something about that frequency that's so I remember I was so upset, so upset. And one song, when I tell you this one song, I played this song on repeat for 8 straight hours. Don't judge me. We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. 8 straight hours on repeat. But when I tell you that song had me so hyped and lifted, like whatever I was dealing with at the time was gone. It wasn't even important anymore. It was a non-factor. So then it cleared my head enough for me to think clearly, to think on what I wanted and speak what I want. These words are important. Remember, once you speak those words, you can't take them back. They're out there to do what you've said. So if you say things about lack, guess what? Lack's coming. So the words that I speak are for what I want and I desire, not for where I may be presently or what I think I have going on. Grounding, hugging trees, sun gazing, boost your energy and raise your frequency. And people would think you were crazy for saying that, but you are 100% on point. 100%. The things that people say is weird, doesn't make sense, folks are using that with the law of attraction to get what they want. And some folks are trying to understand, how in the world did they get that? How in the world did they achieve that? Because they realize that they have to be on a different level of thinking, speaking, and acting. I may not be a millionaire yet, but baby, I carry myself as if. And I watch how people respond when I walk in a room, when I walk in the store, because of the way that I carry myself. And I've had multiple people tell me, there's just something about you. When you walk in a room, you command that room. Trust. Because when I get to the level that I am speaking and I desire, I'm already lined up. I don't have to get my act together when I get there, get to what I want. I've already been acting as if. I'm walking in and carrying myself. See, I love to dress up. I love to dress up. If y'all have looked on my Facebook page and my Instagram page, y'all see all the stuff that I love it. Love it. And I make sure that wherever I go, I'm making a statement when I walk in. Facts. And that makes me feel good. And yeah, I see the people looking. I know y'all have probably been the same way. You walk in, and if you are not that way, I challenge you. The next event that you go to, the next thing that you do, I want you to dress the part. I want you to walk in there like you own it, like you are the star of that event. And then the next thing I know, then people are going to be attracted to you. You maybe I said it's your energy. Yeah, thank you. Peach says sometimes you have to begin the process to get your dreams. She started house shopping without money, shop for a trailer and truck without money. Yes, absolutely. Don't wait until you get the money. Don't wait until you get the house. Go shopping. Look, get your desires together. Get what you want. Listen, I have always, since 2007, wanted a Cadillac Escalade. I wanted the big body one first. That's when my kids were little and I needed space for all them chaps I had. But now it's just being a 10-year-old. I don't need that. So I like the little one. But you know what I did? I went and drove that thing. I drove that Cadillac Escalade, and I was like, oh, yes. Now, for some of y'all might want a Bentley. You may want the some of the other stuff. I don't know the names. Y'all have to tell me the names. But anyway, some of these fancy ones that cost the price of a house, you may want that. So whatever, go test drive it. See how it feels, see how it makes you feel as you drive it. The next thing you know, you are focusing on that and you're working and you're thinking, you're speaking that. And guess what? Before you know it, it's going to manifest. You're going to get it. And then what? You're going to look back like now you have the cheat sheet. You got the cheat sheet, y'all. The law of attraction is the cheat sheet. You got the answers to the test. Now that just came to me. Y'all got the answers. Hey, Kevis, you can't get in with the thing. Oh, you must be at work still. It's okay. It's all right. Y'all, we have the cheat sheet on success. It's the law of attraction. And then we have to couple it with our hard work. Don't think that you're just going to use the law of attraction and not put any work in. Do not ever think that. There is boots on the ground that need to be done. Now, am I going to work my fingers to the bone trying to get my business going and do all that? No, no, no. I'm going to use my work, but I'm also going to use the law of attraction that's going to do all the heavy lifting. It's going to open up my creativity. It's going to put me in rooms with people that I need to be to glean information from them that's going to make it seamless. While other people are toiling and struggling to get their businesses going, your business, my business, is just going to flow like water. Why? Because we're using something to help us. Our mind, our brains, what we're thinking, all of that controls everything in our body. Come on, okay, I'm in the medical field. Let's look at it from that standpoint. If your brain dies, guess what? Every other organ system in your body is eventually going to shut down because the brain and the electrical activity of the brain sends signals to your body systems, your organ systems, to make it function. If your brain is dead, now here we got to keep you on a vent. And why will we keep you on the ventilator? Just to procure your organs if you're an organ donor. So if we know this in the medical field, then why aren't we using this in the entrepreneurial space? Why aren't we using our brain to help make things flow and function in our businesses? Y'all don't have to. I have a friend of mine who says that he doesn't want to work for someone for the rest of his life. He has a 5-year plan and is strategically working. I don't know, he might be 2 years into this 5-year plan. His goal is to be an entrepreneur, and he already knows what he wants and is working towards it. And you know, another thing that I admire about this person, he recognizes the people that he does not need to be around. He told me that just yesterday. Not forward thinking, don't want to work together if you're all going for the same thing. Don't want to do that. Always want to be one step ahead of folks, make it look better. So guess what? Yeah, that ain't getting ready to flow. No, that's not getting ready to flow. Hey, Tasha. Hey, Kimberly. So glad y'all are here. So I want to use the law of attraction to get and obtain, and not temporarily. See, don't think that you can do a quick fix and then be done. If you're going to use the law of attraction, if you're going to use manifestation, it has to be continual. Don't just use it for one thing and think that's going to carry you for a lifetime. You need to continuously monitor your thoughts, continuously monitor your words, continuously monitor your actions and the environment with which you want to be in. It's a lifetime thing. If you're okay at the level where you are, and you don't want to grow anymore, you don't want to do anything else, you happy and content where you are, stay there. I ain't knocking you. That's your thing. Like my cousin said, that's your jam. If that's your jam, then do that. But if it's not, and you know that there's more, you want more, then why not continuously strive for it? Not just strive, just I'm climbing this mountain. No, how about saying I'm achieving this? One thing that in one of my businesses, Envision You, we have this declaration. I am so happy and grateful now that, and you fill in the rest of the sentence. I am so happy and grateful now that I, blah, whatever, blah, 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 whatever you want. So because you continuously say that, listen, I achieved a goal. And if y'all on my Facebook and Instagram, y'all saw it, I achieved a level that I have been working towards. Now I'm working towards the next level. Ooh, I can see it. I see my picture on the flyer with the thing behind me that shows that I'm to the next level. And guess what? I'm attracting that every single day. I'm speaking positive. I'm speaking what I desire and not where I am. Y'all, don't stay in the same place. Please don't. Why would you? There's so much in you. There's so much room for success. Success, listen, when we were created, okay, all right, y'all got me excited now. When we were created for success. Hello? Were we not? We were created for success. We weren't created to be in, there's a place in the Bible called Lodabar, which is the lowest of low places. People they don't thrive well. They're not successful. They don't do all that in Lodabar. We were not created to be in Lodabar. We were created to be at the top. We were created to succeed. We were created to soar. We were created to thrive. So why in the world would you settle for less than that? Maybach says everything starts as a thought in our mind. Second is to speak it into existence every single day. He also said being around like-minded people make for good friendships, relationships, and business partnerships. Man, you're going to make me run. You should have been on this show with me. Oh, I'm going to need you to get it together. So we were created for that. We have to check that. Now, let's slide on over here to the relationship side. We have to talk about it. Relationship, and I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about friendships. I'm talking about business partnerships. All of those are relationships. The type of person that you want to be connected to romantically, you need to manifest that. You manifest who you want. Now, make sure that you manifesting the right one, that you are attracting the right one. Now, I'm going to talk about the women for a little bit because I'm sick of us, not me, y'all. I'm sick of some of y'all women. You want romantic relationships, but yet and still your pictures got to be a little bit more tasteful, because what you are attracting is the wrong type of partner, because all they see is this and what you're giving them, and what do they think? Easy target. So you up here talking about, I want to be married. I want this. Yeah, but what are you showing? Now, I'm not saying you need to be dressed like a nun and, have you I'm not saying that. You want to be tasteful, okay? You want to be tasteful to attract. You want to make sure that you can speak well. Oh my God. I am so big on, I will not talk to people that much if their English is crazy. Like, what are you saying? I don't even understand you. Your subjects and verbs don't agree. Like, where did you learn that? So you can attract, you have the ability to attract the romantic partner that you desire. Don't just accept anything just because. I'm talking to men and women. Since we have this ability to attract what we desire, you can attract the wrong thing. You can. Okay, what about friendships? So there's the saying that birds of a feather flock together. People can judge you by the people that you're hanging around, thinking that you're the same way that they are. Yeah, that's why I'm mindful. My circle is tiny, like maybe one or two people, and they don't even live here in Panama City where I live. One does, but the others won't. So I'm very careful about who I'm around. I got caught up about 3 years ago being around someone I thought was my friend, and they showed their natural bone butt when we went out. And I'm like, no, because I don't want people thinking that this is how I am, because I am not. So I'm attracting the right type of friendships, partnerships. If you're going to be my friend, if I say I'm your friend, I'm down for you like 4 flat tires, for real. You got a confidant in me. I'm not going to tell your business. I'm going to make sure I tell you the truth, but I'm going to be there. Kimberly, am I telling the truth? Because she on here. Tell it. Oh, if you want to join me on here, in the chat is the link. Click it and come in, because this is good tonight, y'all. This is really good. And I miss Morgan, but this is so good. This is a really good topic. All right. So if we're going to be friends and if we're going to be associates and we're going to hang out, I got to make sure that you align with where I'm going and what I desire. If you are, well, I don't know. Oh, if you living in the basement of your mama house, unless you're there to get your, you're in transition and you got a timeline, I'm not knocking that. But if you just post it up and you're happy being there, but yet and still I'm progressive and I'm moving forward and I got my own stuff and I'm trying to, and you not, oh no, we gonna limit our interaction. Because I'm not going to be coming over there. Hey, Miss Jenkins, how you doing? Going downstairs here to hang out with you. You need to be with like-minded people. Maybach says mental stimulation for him lasts longer than physical stimulation. Yeah, that's so temporary. That's temporary. But if you can connect with me with my mind, baby, we're going to have some good conversations, because I'm intrigued, because I don't know everything. And you may give me, in a really deep conversation, you may give me the answer to a question that I have, or the key to the next step in my business or in my life personally. See, I'm always looking to grow. I have not arrived. Oh, look at here. What's up? I can't hear you.
Hold on. Let me turn down
Okay.
my music because I was jamming. But
How you gonna jam and listen to me at the same time? That's just disrespectful.
oh wow. You throwing
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know. Evening. Thank you, Peach, for dropping the link. That's my auntie. I'm gonna call Peach my auntie. We on a platform and we've been rocking since.
You keep going in and out. You have your
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you now. You were going in and out.
Okay, no, I was saying salute to Peach and
Yeah.
yeah, so I appreciate her for dropping the link. We've been rocking with each other for about maybe a year now. So I
Okay.
appreciate her. And if you had sent me a DM on IG, I would have co-host with you.
Oh, now I know. Now
Yeah.
I probably will have to do that, because I don't know how long Morgan's gonna be
Oh,
out with her
yeah.
transitioning to her new location. But yeah, definitely will do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but I love the topics, man. Like I
You.
feel good when I come in contact or meet people that's like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Know that, oh wow, I'm not crazy, I'm not weird. Someone else thinks like how I think. They
Yeah.
see the way I see. But I want to piggyback off what you're saying. I perform rituals. Now when certain people hear that, they're gonna think, oh, he's doing some wicked stuff. He is a
Yeah.
Haitian. He's probably doing some voodoo. No. Rituals is brushing your teeth every morning.
Yeah.
Rituals going to your 9 to 5 every morning. Those are all forms of rituals. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wanted to use an example. So there was a multimillionaire that I read up on that was waking up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning performing rituals.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought the same thing too at one point. I'm like, what kind of rituals is he performing? So what he did was took water, put into a glass, a clear glass, wrote what he wants his accomplished to be. Basically, how you said you have a male friend who said in
Mm-hmm.
5 this is his steps or whatever, wrote it down, put it next to his bed, and that's what he would do every day around 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. And that
Wow.
multi-millionaire. So, like you said, people don't understand water is one of the forms of things that holds uh frequencies, vibrations. They've did studies on it and showed how uh a scientist would speak positive into a water, pour it into a glass, and it would form like this nice, beautiful type of shape.
Wow.
Did it to another glass of water, but spoke negative, and it created a shape. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's knowledge in self. And I want to say this too. I'm bringing up a lot of topics. I don't mean to do this, but I have to because I forgot what show it was where someone came up on the panel and said that you're into DC or Marvel, one of them.
Yeah. I'm in Marvel. Yeah.
Those are all those characters is about us, whether it's DC and Marvel. And I'm gonna give you an example. The Spider-Man story.
Mhm.
Stan Lee actually went to a continent in Africa. Now I don't know if this man was shooting webs or in climbing buildings like a spider, but he actually had the little spider. So that's where Stan Lee get the original story to create Spider-Man.
Wow. I did not
So
know that.
so we all actually have some form of power. We got to tap into it. I said it on on a platform before. When I was younger, I moved a coffee mug with just using my hand and concentrating. Yeah, I didn't move it like, from one end of the table off to the table, but I moved it a couple of inches. And I was telling the person asked me like, "Yo, have you ever tried it again?" I said, "Yeah, I tried, but I couldn't do it." And they was like, "Yo, it's because you're not concentrating like you did when you was much younger." Yeah, I was probably like 8 to 12 years old when this
Mhm.
happened. You know,
Okay.
and again, my parents being from Haiti and being from the Caribbean islands, I've always grew up hearing these type of stories that we have healing, like the Mr. Miyagi, what he did with the Karate Kid when he rubbed his hands and all of that. I done seen things like that actually happen. Not
Yeah.
not in this corporation, but out there in the island to where someone
Mhm.
twists their ankle. They went and got the oldest person in the neighborhood or the community, and she would take Haitian castor oil, rub it in her hands, just sit there rubbing it till she heats it up and just places her hand over someone's ankle, and you see literally the swelling goes down. I mean, I could tell you about hiccups. My mother's mother would take threading from her clothes, put it on her tongue, form a circle with it, and would place it on the baby's forehead. Hiccup is gone.
Wow.
Taking a penny, putting a penny into a freezer, like doing a lot of things that, you
Mhm.
know, when you American born, you hearing this thing, you're like, ah, yeah, whatever. Until you see it for your own
Right.
two, you're like, oh, it's really true. But yeah, manifesting energy, I ground with my children. I'm putting them
Mhm.
onto it. They're like, oh, daddy, this is the ground is cold, but they don't understand the because my children are young. My
Okay.
son's 8, my daughter's 6, but I'm trying to tap them into the
Mhm.
grounding. You know what I'm saying? Walking
Right.
barefooted and stuff like that.
Right.
Um, tree huggers. When you talked about going hiking or being out in the woods, I remember seeing people doing that. The pale folks doing that. I thought they was on something,
Mhm.
not
Right.
knowing that. Yeah, not knowing that they picking up the frequency from that tree. And
Mhm.
remember, these trees are rooted. We don't know how deep down, and they
Yeah.
connected to other trees.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, oh,
amazing to think
listen,
about that. Yeah.
people will see me dress a certain way and assume and pass prejudgment on me or critique
Of
me how
course.
I dress, but don't know that I'm super intellectual and I'm diverse in any type of conversation.
Right.
And
Right.
and, and I love that because it lets me know, like, damn, like you just, look at how I dress or I wear hoodies and a fitted hat. So you assume, oh, he's a street guy, he's a gangster, not
Right.
knowing that I can. I mean, I had a conversation with a multimillionaire. He kind of said something like that to me. I mean, it was a formal event, had a three-piece suit on. He was like, "Hey, after speaking to you for 45 minutes, you changed, basically saying without saying it, like, yeah, you're a melanated guy with a three-piece suit. I didn't think nothing of you, but after having a 30, 45 minute conversation, you changed my
Right.
my mind. You changed and again, it's probably because he had a bad encounter with someone, and now
Right.
that kind of like looks like me or whatever the case may be. And that's what it's about. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, when I say I'm diverse, I'm super diverse. I have all types of friends. They call me a variety store because
But
I have,
that's beneficial. That's
Then you
beneficial to people if they would just tap in. And I really believe that a lot of people have missed out on them getting to their next level because they judge you by the way that you look, not thinking that you had anything to give them. And then all of a sudden, boom, here you are, and they are still in the same place. And it's like, dang, I had that opportunity and I missed it. But I want to go back to something you said. Hey, Kimberly, I want to go back to something that you said, talking about the things that that y'all do in Haiti, over the Caribbean islands. You know, it's no different than what we see in the church. You know, there are miracles, signs, and stuff that happen in the church. But because of the location, we're going to say it's good here in the church, but over there it's demonic. Like, really? What? It's the same thing. Just because they're using a penny and you're over here using anointed oil, what's the difference? It's still an object. It's still something. So we limit ourselves and get so twisted up with stuff because we're focused on a location or who's doing it or what's being said instead of looking at the outcome. This is what we want, the outcome. However it gets there, I want to attract the outcome to it. Kimberly, welcome. What you got to say? Oh, this is good, y'all. I can't hear you. Are you muted?
yeah, her mic might be off.
Okay. So I totally believe on the lines of like law of attraction and manifesting because like you said, with me personally looking at it just from my perspective and my spiritual perspective and thinking about like in the Bible, God say speed, saying if you don't ask, if you different types of things, he tell us to do these things. If you want it, you got to ask. If you know what I'm saying, if you just, and I think sometimes the lines kind of get blurred when it comes to religion, right?
Mm-hmm.
People tend to, like you just said, like they kind of shun this and approve this when they're both really on the same line, right? We're just
Mm-hmm.
using it in different ways.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I definitely think like manifesting is so real and the law of attraction is real because you have to be mindful of your thoughts. Even when you're not manifesting and you're just going about your regular old day, if you're a negative person, you're going to attract more negative things in your life because
Mm-hmm.
that is where your thought process is on the negative versus being on something positive. And not to plug my book, but when I wrote my book, I also put that in there. Like when I start really, like you said, understanding self
Mm-hmm.
and realize how much my mind controlled everything around me. Because when I look at my outside world, whatever I'm feeling on the inside, it reflects in my reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a given. So
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. This is probably like one of the best shows for this season. I have y'all on here. So we're going to keep going. We're going to keep talking. Don't y'all go nowhere. So y'all helping me out here because I was the Lone Ranger for a little bit. So y'all came in. So now we have been talking for some time about the law of attraction and the different ways, the various ways of attracting to our lives what we want. We have that ability. We have that ability. Even now, let's go back to the Bible too. In Deuteronomy, I think it's 8:18, it says we have the ability to obtain wealth. Just like the law of attraction says, you have the ability to attract into your life what you focus on. So we have the ability to attract health, wealth, vitality, all of that to our lives by what we focus on, by what we say every day. And if you, I mean, I am so conscious of that I will, as I get ready to talk, I take a pause, like, wait a minute, is this what I'm getting ready to say? Is this going to be to promote what I want, or is it going to be something to negate it? Because I ain't about that. I did that years ago. I'm not doing that anymore. So we have to be very mindful of that. Now, in our relationships that we have, we also have to know that if we have attracted the wrong thing, that we have the ability to correct it. Our bodies, let's go back to the medical field, the medical standpoint. Our bodies, we were created to self heal. We
Mm-hmm.
were. Our cells do this regenerate. We get rid of old dead cells and new cells are created. So we're able to do that and correct. Then why not do that same thing if we've gotten ourselves in a place where we don't need to be? If we connected to people that we don't need to connect to. You don't have to go into a long, drawn out explanation as to why you're going to limit your communication and time with them. You don't have to do that. You were just going in two different directions. Your mindset and my thinking are not the same. And so, what that prevents is you now getting all of that in you and it now taking over and contaminating. I had a post that I put up 2 years ago on Facebook to come up in my memories, and it talked about because I work in surgery, I teach the students about contamination of their sterile items and what needs to be done to correct it and what it can do for the patient if we don't. And the same way with us, we can't allow contamination in our body, in our mind, in our spirit that's now going to take over and keep us from moving forward in what we need to do. Y'all come on in and talk on that. I don't care who go first.
Go ahead. She could go first. I'll let her
Um,
go.
I would say this, because I'm so personally, I think, you know how a lot of people be like, oh, I don't need that negative energy around me, right? But I feel like everything works for your good and
Mm-hmm.
for a greater purpose, right? A lot of people kind of shun, they be like, oh, that person is negative. But I'm a strong believer. I'm like, if this came into your life, there is something that you need to learn from this experience, whether it was negative, positive, or whatever. So don't always say that I don't want that negativity, because sometimes for you to build up your space, you need that negative, what I'm saying? You need the negative part of it to grow into your next season.
Yeah.
So, and I understand when you were saying like some things can contaminate you, but at the same time, I also feel like that's when your discernment has to come in and just know like this has served its purpose, and
Mm-hmm.
now I have to move on. So
That's
that's
good. That's good. And you know what? I agree about some negativity coming in and now pushing you, because I had that happen to me last year where I had this big thing that happened that was so horrific in my life. But I'm thinking what it should have or could have put me down, like maybe go into seclusion and not really be who I am, but it didn't. It was actually what was necessary to propel me even further in my life. And it even shocked me. Like, this should have just really put me down, like, really had me out here hiding in these streets, like, not being around anybody, but it didn't, because I didn't allow it to take me there. I did not allow it, but I used that as a stepping stone or a platform to now get me up. So I agree. I agree. So corrected and noted. Yes.
I would say that the best way I could put it, and I like to put it, is even if it is a negative, it's a lesson, right?
Mm,
And in some
good.
people that we cross paths with in our journey of life is blessings.
Mm,
So even if it's like a negative person or a relationship, friendship, there's something. The way I try to trigger my mind is a friendship that you might think is going to be a long term one, and it only happens when you were in high school. Now, I'm pretty sure we all don't talk or speak to people that we grew up with. Not that there's any issue, it's just that we're at different, which I call our ages, I call chapters in a book,
mm-hmm.
right? So I try to put it's like chapters in a book. So I'm at 48. I'm at the chapter 48th of my book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm cool with a lot of people, but like you said, I'm mindful of the energy that I'm around. I'm like you. When I go into a room, I'm a Libra. So I'm strategic. I have this leader type of mentality. Like how you said you have that male friend, I'm the same way. I don't like someone telling me what to do. And you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I
Right.
could, there's people that know how to communicate with me, and that's one thing. But talking down to someone and with a certain tone, I can't do that. So,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But I'll just say that, yeah, we come in contact with people, and it's either a lesson or a blessing, I would say. You get what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So that,
absolutely.
and I
And
try
I'm
to
for
more
all
focus
of
on positive. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go.
No, no,
Mhm.
you're good. You're good. I'm for
Yeah.
all of it because it's going to help us grow in whatever area of our lives. We can't
Correct.
have everything all positive because when something negative comes along and we haven't experienced anything negative, we're going to crumble because we're not going to know how to handle it. So we
Correct.
need the good and the bad, the highs and the lows to help
Correct.
us navigate. And I think that really helps with creativity. It helps with planning and being strategic because we've experienced a lot of different things. I
Mhm.
keep thinking about, you were talking about, I got to go back to this because it will not leave me. You're talking about Marvel and DC and about how we are similar. And I always wonder, like, why am I so drawn to these superheroes with these powers and all of this? I'm so drawn. And I'm like, what is it? Like, I could just watch this. My kids are so annoyed because I keep watching the same ones over and over and over again. But every single time I do, I see something or hear something different. And the reason why I'm drawn is because we have these same, like you said it,
It
we have
resonates
these
with
same
you. It
abilities.
resonates with you.
Yes. We have that. And I was like, this is crazy, man. But as I look at, like, I literally would just come alive watching it, like, oh my God, this is just the best thing ever. And to get even more out of that. So I just had to throw that in there because I just could not stop thinking about it. Like, yeah, this is why I'm drawn to Marvel like I am. And I'm probably going to watch a couple movies before I
Yeah.
go to bed tonight.
Every single one of them. Like I'm talking about Superman, Spider-Man, Hulk. Every single one. Yeah, there's a little bit of fiction added to it. Somebody
Of
turning
course.
like Avatar. I don't know if you guys ever heard that anybody says, "Hey, the story of Avatar is about us."
Mm.
If y'all ever heard, listen,
Mm.
every single movie we should know by now that we see, a lot of it is based off of some true event, something that is real. Of course, they have to, add a little fiction to keep it, keep the viewers intrigued by, adding drama to it or
Right.
dramatizing it and stuff like that. But there's a lot of it. Like, I don't know if y'all know, I think it was Candace Owens that was releasing that the Pentagon has a budget just for movies with certain
Mm.
movies that are made. Yeah. And, whether it's a military movie, they use, soldiers and get some form of story so they can make the movie close to an event that actually happened. So that's why I said, like, a lot of these things, whether it's a TV show, comedy, whatever, like, I remember when Richard Pryor was talking about he was on fire. I'm thinking that was a joke when I was a kid, but he
Mm.
really was literally running down the street on fire. So a lot of these things, every movie that we could think about in some form of fashion, it's about either it's connected to us. That's why you, like how you said, when you watch it, it's so fascinated to you, and it's because it resonates with you. It's
Yeah.
about us. We actually
Yeah.
have those healing components that you've been saying, and I've been hearing that since I was a kid. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not so surprised about that. And you're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
The more you
Yep.
think about something, the more the pain is going to be there. The minute that you take it out, the pain is not
Mhm.
there. Yep.
Absolutely. Peach says she feels like Charles Xavier. Oh, so you around here mind controlling stuff. Okay, let me watch her. Let me watch her because I don't know what that's going to be about. Oh my goodness. But this has been, oh my goodness, this has been a great show this evening. Great topic, great conversation. I'm glad to have you on. Maybach, will you tell people how they can follow you? Because I know that
Uh-huh.
some folks need to be connected to you. They need to glean some stuff. And if y'all don't think that you should, you are sleeping on it. You need to connect. Tell us how to connect.
On as far as Instagram, it's Maybach, Maybachmel 1804. Anybody that knows, they should know 1804. That stands for Haiti. That's when they actually was on documents as being the first in the world to get their independence. So yeah, I'm Boston born. I mean, I'm a Bostonian. I was born on this soil, born on this land, but both of my parents are from Haiti. So that's my nationality. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So you know. Um, as far as YouTube, I have two YouTube channels. I'm not even gonna mention the sports channel because that's just the sports channel. But as far as YouTube goes, it's the same thing. MAYBACHMEL 1804. And my channel is just about informative stuff. I be getting strikes. They be removing my videos because
Oh,
I
wow.
post, yeah, I post like health things. I post how we can eat better, how we could grow our own crops, not, and be taking it back to the Black Wall Street era. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Being dependent on us, keeping the money in our communities, but that's a whole nother spill for a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Anytime you need me, April, we connected. Just send me it.
Okay.
Yeah, send me the topic that we're gonna talk about. So if
Okay.
I need to, do my research or bring up receipts or whatever, and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm like I'm like a computer. I keep everything all up here, man. I experienced a lot. I be around a lot. Be around the old heads. You learn a lot when you around old heads. When I say old heads, I'm talking about the elders. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like you learn,
Absolutely.
yeah, soak
Love
up.
it.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, you
But I
can learn a
appreciate.
lot by just sitting and listening and just listening to the stories and listening to how they lived and what they did to overcome different obstacles that came in their lives. It will definitely inspire you. So then the little things that we whine and complain about will
Uh-huh.
be nothing compared to what they have endured and overcome. So
Correct.
y'all go and follow my friend Maybach, follow him. Kimberly, how can they follow you? Now, this is another. I'm going to talk to you about Kimberly, okay? And Kimberly and I have been connected since June of last year,
Okay.
and it's like we have known each other forever. And
Mm.
she has grown and matured so much in these few short months of us being connected. Like, it is amazing. And
That's
so
dope.
she has a story to tell. She's actually been on our show. Was that last
I was
year?
just about to say, she
Yeah.
looked so familiar. Yeah.
Yep, you were on, was the beginning of last year, right? Before you, it was right before you and I got connected on a personal level. And she has a story and she has a book out. Y'all can still get this book. I've read this book twice and I'm about to go in for a third time because it really, really blessed me. So will you tell the people the title of your book and how they can follow you? I'm all about promoting people.
Hello, everyone. So my you can find my book on Amazon. It's called Confessions of a Southern Girl.
Mm.
You can follow me on all platforms. My name is Abundance, like it is here. Instagram, Twitter, IG, TikTok. I'm everywhere. Um,
Literally.
and April, she's been my mentor, y'all, since June. She ain't, like we developed a friendship, but she's been my mentor since June. That's how I have grown.
That,
So I want to
that,
give credit to that as well.
Girl,
But
you have to
that's how
die.
y'all can find me. Um, I guess a little backstory. I guess I really want to promote. If I had to promote anything, it is don't give up. No matter how it looks, no matter where you're at, don't give up. And that is my story. Like that is like my strength of everything that I've ever been through. And that is my goal to one day be on somebody's stage, being a public speaker and just, you know, touching people and letting them know like it's gonna get ugly and it's gonna get hard. And your perspective and what you feel and what you think matters just as much as anybody else's.
Mhm.
And it
mm.
does not have to be the same as everyone else's. You can be your individual self. So, yes, that's all I have.
Absolutely. Kimberly's about to have her real exposure party next weekend. She and I are traveling to Phoenix, Arizona for an event, and
Mm.
that's going to be the catalyst to promote her to get her ready for the stages, for the many stages that she will stand upon and talk. And I won't park. I'm just going to park right there because I can take that to the next level, but I'm going to leave that alone.
Oh, so
So,
it's about to happen, and she's talking like Oh, well, I want it to happen, but it's about to happen.
I already told her that it's coming. And
Yeah.
next weekend that's the beginning. That's, I look at it like the water spout on your sink that gets a little clogged. You have to take out the little washer and open it up and it flows.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you went through from June up until now. You had the clog going, but the clog has been removed. So when we hit soil in Arizona next Friday, so it's flow. It's all flow. And I want to be there to witness it. And I'm excited about it. I really am. So before we go, y'all know I got to put my plug in. If y'all been following me these past 2 weeks, you know I've been talking about this coffee. Listen here. And this is no less than what anything. And I got y'all on here. Listen, y'all better get this coffee. Y'all need to call me, reach out to me. People have been buying this stuff like it's buying this stuff like crazy. I can't say what I told somebody. I'll get banned off here. Let me stop. But they've been buying this like it's candy. This stuff is good. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't drink coffee. I have never been a coffee drinker, but I drink this and it doesn't have me wired. It gives me the energy that I need. And every ingredient in it is all natural. You don't have to add any creamer. Creamer's already in. You don't have to add any sugar. There's natural sweetener that's in here. One satchel, it's a little pack. You put it in your mug, 6 to 8 ounces of hot water, bam. And I did a test, y'all. I wanted to see what it was going to do at night. Because, some people say I drink coffee at night and it keeps me up. I'm like, let me test this and see. I drank coffee. This was Friday evening. I drank 1 cup of this coffee Friday evening and I slept like a baby. Didn't keep me up. So y'all need to contact me. I had somebody reach out to me today like, yo, how can I get some of this coffee? Well, here you go. Reach out to me. Y'all know how to find me. My God, you've been watching me for 2 years on this same platform. IG, TikTok, Instagram. I'm not on X like that. I'm getting ready to delete that. I don't want that no more. But I'm everywhere else, so you can find me. So thank y'all for joining us on the Boss Ladies Lounge. Thank you, Maybach, for coming in. Thank you, Kimberly, for coming in. I love it when folks come on with me. This is so cool, so great.
Appreciate you. I got to shout out Peach.
Yes.
Peach gave you guys a platform. I told Peach, I said, Peach, let's get rid of April. You see, I got a sense of humor too. I got a sense of humor. Nah, but I had to big you up. I'm like, listen, I'm like, Morgan, she's Miss Giggly. She was super laughing and this and that. I said, but April, I feel her energy. And look at that. Everything that I said, you just proved it. You talking about you and Kim connected and this and that, and see. So my intuition still haven't failed me. 48 years it hasn't failed me. That's why I'm gonna keep listening to my intuition. But again, I appreciate you. Can't
Thank
forget
you.
Smack too. I can't forget her. But
Absolutely.
salute to the whole team, everybody, the whole family.
Yes.
Peace and blessings. Everybody
Peace and
enjoy your
blessings,
night.
my friend.
Again, April, like I said, you need me. Just send me that message.
I
Let me
will.
know what the subjects are, the topic, and I got you.
I
Enjoy the rest of your
appreciate it.
nights.
I appreciate it.
Vibes. Like
Y'all listen, I never thought 2 years ago that we would be in this place 2 years later. And I actually had, when Peach put the post on Facebook, I had no knowledge of who she was and none of that. Somebody tagged me in that post. And someone that I was connected with in Philly tagged me to the post. And so I was like, oh, this seems interesting. Let me see what's going on. Zoom meeting. I was the only one in the meeting. I'm like, is anybody else coming? No, it was just me. So Peach had told me what she was looking for, what they wanted, asked me if I was interested. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Sure. Next thing you know, here I am 2 years later, still on. And I love every single minute of it. Every minute. I do. I love having y'all on. I love to see you comment. Love for all of that to go down. So, all right, let me tell you. Now, don't forget, y'all contact me about this coffee here. I ain't playing. You want to get that next Monday. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Kevis and I, and Maybach, if you want to, you can come on. Next Monday is our He Said, She Said segment. This is where we talk about topics that we want to get the male and the female perspective, because we never want a man saying, y'all just talking about it from your side. What about us? We're not doing that. We want the men on. So we are going to talk about it. You will see the flyer. It will come up because I got to send Peach the topic so she can change the flyer. Y'all pray for my mind. Help my mind. So I'm going to send it to her so she can have the flyer so I can promote it early on. Y'all listen. When I tell you this video that we're going to show next Monday and the topic that we're going to discuss, I didn't have on pearls, but I wanted to put them on so I could clutch them. Oh, my goodness. You don't want to miss next Monday. Y'all know our He Said, She Said segments are on point. They're fire every single time. And next Monday is not going to be anything less than what we produce. Also, if you have a topic that you would like for us to discuss, y'all need to be hitting me up in the inbox. Everybody else hitting me up for all other stuff. I don't hear that. I am not trying to be the Lone Ranger. Neither is Morgan. We want to discuss the things that you want to hear as well. Otherwise, then y'all come up. Well, I think I did all right today. I think I did okay. You know, I can come up with some topics and stuff like that. But I want to hear what your input as well. So don't be shy. Send me a message. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So next Monday, we will be back here at the same time. Tag, share this out. Definitely share this one out. This was a good one. Share it out, tag some people, let them know. Look, y'all need to get in place on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is where I am. I'm an hour behind, but y'all got to come in. Y'all got to come in. This is good. This is good. All right. So until next Monday, thank you so much for joining me while I was here by myself. We're going to pray safe travels for Morgan as she probably still flying across the water until she reaches her destination. And I will look forward to hearing from her and giving you a status report on how she's doing. And maybe she might be able to come in, but where she will be, it's going to be like 2-3 o'clock in the morning when we're airing the show. So I don't know if she's going to be up like that, but we'll see what happens. We will. But until then, you got me. You should be happy. Yay, we got April. All right, y'all. Let me stop clowning. I will see y'all next week. Have an amazing rest of your week and an even greater weekend. See you next Monday.